It's so very interesting, this concept of symphonic cinema. It seems to fit really perfectly for Mahler. And perfectly for Mahler, you know, because it doesn't matter there was no cinema in his time. It makes no difference at all. Everyone has cinema in his head. I think that the people in the 16th, 17th, 15th, whatever, they all had cinema. It's like the landscape inside, which is brought out by the landscape outside. So the fact that, that there is symphonic cinema is simply an awakening of something that's inside already, but that is of our day. And I think it's, there is not now and then. Everything is now.
It's very interesting to see how the music of Mahler in this project of symphonic cinema is going to be seen in a new context. It's great to see that the music and the movie connect and place the music of Mahler, which is composed 100 years ago, in an actual surrounding, in an actual context, and is still as powerful as it was 100 years before.
Well, I think that anyone who goes to listen to Mahler, of all composers, has to be especially open to new forms, because the idea of a narrow-minded Mahler audience doesn't fit the music. It's not a Mahlerian audience, because it's not a Mahlerian attitude. You go to discover anew. You discover every time you enter the concert hall. You discover yourself and the music always anew. Otherwise, what's the point of performance? You could listen to records. And even then you discover. But I think it's very exciting to have new ways of expressing it. I think these are ways to explore the music. And that's what one wants to do, because you want to go deep into the music, whichever way you can. And each artist can make a different approach to the music and open it to a new audience.
It's also the saying of Mahler, the most important thing of the music is not in the notes, it's in between. It's almost this transcendental way of the sounds that his symphony produces, which inspire me a lot, and where you almost feel that it's not only dark after death. It's a kind of journey on which he takes us through a tunnel to something which is maybe called enlightenment.
Death is unfathomable. It's the great adventure, but it is the beginning point into, let's say, the unknown, but it's in front of us the moment you're born. So in a way you could look at it, living life, you think of death, and I always used to think you live it from the point of death looking backwards, because it's with you all your life, whatever age you are. I was very conscious of death all through my growing up, all through my teenage years. It was very close to me. And of course, it's terrifying. But taking it then beyond, then it can become glorious in a way, because new worlds open, you have new levels of existence opening, and the theme of farewell is the one in dying which is the most difficult to deal with, I think. Because dying is one thing, but the people you leave, there's no way that you can stay there. You can't stay and watch a child who's small, your own child. You can't stay, you can't help anymore, you can't give anymore in that sense. But he had given everything all the time into the music. He embraces it all, which is an amazing thing, and that's why so many people are, I think, so moved by it. I mean, somebody Few people have said to me, you know, this sentence, which is incredible, Mahler helps me to live. That's an amazing thing to say.